Naam. So that's the meaning of kalam insha'iyya and how it's different from kalam khabariyya, as well as some examples. We also mentioned that kalam insha'iyya is broken down to two categories. You have talabi and ghayr talabi. And we said that talabi has 5 categories in and of itself. The first of which is known as al-amr. And that's what we're going to explain today, inshallah ta'ala. Al-amr, yani command, or awamir, commands. Its definition is طلب الفعل على وجه الاستعلاء بصيغة مخصوصة. It is seeking the commencement of an action, طلب الفعل على وجه الاستعلاء, from one who is higher in authority. For example, Allah Azza wa Jalla commands His servants. He commands His creation. The father commands his child. The boss commands his worker. Alright? It's not the other way around. Creation does not command Allah Azza wa Jalla. Right? That's not considered to be an amr. Talabul fi'l. La. Rather, that's considered to be dua. Something else. Likewise, the son, the daughter, children do not command their parents. Co-workers do not command one another in Arabic language. Rather, that's called iltimas, and we're going to explain it, inshallah ta'ala, what iltimas means once we get into different meanings entailed within sighat al-amr, yani aghrab. Tayyib. With a specific wording. There has to be a specific wording used in order to denote the meaning of amr, command. Today, inshallah ta'ala, we'll study these different wordings as well as different meanings that are derived from sighatul amr. There are 4 different wordings to denote the meaning of command. The first, of course, everyone should know this, is the fi'l amr, the command verb. Like, for example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's statement in Surah Maryam, Ya Yahya khudh al-kitaba biquwwa. O John, alayhi salam, Yahya, take this scripture with determination. Here, Allah Azza wa Jalla uses a fi'l amr. Khudh, yani akhadha ya'khudhu khudh. Other examples, irkab, rakiba, yarkabu, irkab, bismillahi majreha wa mursaha. Likewise, ijlis, yani jalasa, yajlisu, ijlis. Ukhruj is a command. Kharaja, yakhruju, ukhruj. Qul, qala, yaqulu, qul. These are all considered to be command verbs in the Arabic language. Simple. We're not going to expound on that because it's very simple. Tayyib. The second wording we have in the Arabic language is al-mudari', yani al-fi'lu al-mudari'u al-maqrunu bil-lam. This is when the lam al-amr is prefixed to the fi'l mudari', the present tense verb. It takes the meaning of a command. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's statement in Surah Al-Talaq, لِيُنْفِقْ ذُو سَعَةٍ مِّن سَعَةِ. Let a man of wealth spend from his wealth. Here we have لِيُنْفِقْ. Alright, يُنْفِقْ, يعني أنفق يُنْفِقُ. Why is there sukoon there? Because of the lam al-amr. Okay, takes the meaning of a command. Likewise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's statement in Surah Al-Baqarah, where He said, فَلْيَكْتُبْ وَلْيُمْلِلِ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِ الْحَقُّ وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ. Where is the command in this verse? Here's the first command. فَلْيَكْتُبْ. You have the present tense verb prefixed with the lam al-amr. Likewise, وَلْيُمْلِلْ, also a fi'l mudari' that has a lam al-amr prefixed to it. And وَلْيَتَّقِ. وَلْيَتَّقِ, yani present tense verb with the lam al-amr prefixed to it. This is the second sigha, or way to express a command in Arabic language. Another way to express a command in the Arabic language is by using the ismu fi'l al-amr. There are certain words in the Arabic language where whenever they're used, they take the meaning of a command. Like, for example, hayya ala salah. Hayya ala salah bima'na aqbil ala salah. Come to the salah. Right? Hayya is a word that cannot change. Alright, it's fixed in this state. طيب. Another word, halumma, بمعنى أقبلوا. Like Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says in Surah Al-Ahzab, وَالْقَائِلِينَ لِإِخْوَانِهِمْ هَلُمَّ إِلَيْنَا. And those who stay with their brothers, they say to them, come here towards us. This is the command. Alright, this is the command. Hayya. And Ibn Malik rahimahullah ta'ala, he collects in his Alfiyah, his Khulasa, a few of these Asma al-Af'al. He says, ما ناب عن فعل كشتان وصح هو اسم فعل وكذا أوه ومه وما بمعنى فعل كآمين كثر وغيره كوي وهيهات نزر والفعل من أسمائه عليك وهكذا دونك مع إليك. Right? And he mentions a few of these other Asma al-Af'al, all of them taking the meaning of command. Right? They are commands. طيب, so this is the third sigha, الصيغة الثالثة. As for الرابعة, we have المصدر النائب عن فعل الأمر. This is when the verbal noun, the masdar, is used as a substitute for the fi'l al-amr. Like for example the statement سعيا في الخير. سعيا في الخير. سعيا is a masdar for sa'a. Okay? And it takes the meaning of is'a في الخير. Transverse upon goodness. يعني perform goodness. Also you have darban al-mujrima. يعني اضرب المجرمة. Here the masdar is used as a substitute for the fi'l al-amr. إكراما المطيعة. يعني أكرم المطيعة. Here it's used as amr. Also فهما الدرس. يعني افهم الدرس. This is the fourth sigha that is used in the Arabic language to take the meaning of a command. So these are four different wordings. If you see any word in one of these four forms, then khalas, you already know that it takes the meaning of a command, an amr. Alright, and we have a lecture on YouTube explaining the i'mal masdar, when the masdar is used as a command, which students can review inshallah ta'ala. Shaykhuna Muhammad Ali Adam al-Ethiopi, Allah yahfaduhu, may Allah preserve him and grant him good health. He gathered these four forms of the amr in 3 lines of poetry, which makes it easy for the student to memorize, inshallah ta'ala. He says here, صيغه التي له تستعمل أربعة ففعل أمر كدخل فعل مضارع بلام الأمر كذا اسم فعل كعليكم فدري ومصدر ينوب عن فعل كما في قوله درب الرقاب فاعلما. Here he says صيغه التي له تستعمل, that the forms that are used to denote the meaning of amr, command, are 4. You have the first one, which is known as fi'lu amrin. Right, we study this, fi'l amr. Then he provides an example. كدخلوا udkhulu. Aywa. This is the first. Second, fi'l مضارع بلام الأمر. This is the fi'l مضارع that has the lam al-amr prefixed onto it. Okay. كذا اسم فعل كعليكم فدري. Here is the third sigha of an amr. Okay, ism fi'l. An example, عليكم فدري, so know this. ومصدر ينوب عن فعل كما. And here he mentions the fourth sigha. مصدر ينوب عن فعل, يعني فعل الأمر. This is the fourth. Then he gives another example, درب الرقاب. Right here the مصدر درب الرقاب بمعنى اضرب الرقاب فاعلما, so then know. Alhamdulillah. Everyone understand? طيب, let's now move on to the أغراض.